Hello, YouTube. I'm here to give you my thoughts on Alien Covenant. I would say this is less of a review and more of a just my general thoughts. I don't think I'll do a review, but I might continue giving these general thoughts on movies as they come out and as I personally see them. And I just saw it, and I just saw Alien Covenant, and here's what I thought of it. I thought it was a good movie. I don't think it was a great movie, but I thought it was a good movie. Usual scope for a Ridley Scott film. Grand, breathtaking, what's the word? Landscapes, that's it. Breathtaking landscapes and great shots, and it shows you the scope of this universe that was created all the way back in 1979 with Alien, and you know what? And it shows, and it's the same kind of tech, and you know what? It bridges the gap a lot more than, because this is only taking place about, 18 years before the events of Alien, so it's really close in the timeline. Now, as for my thoughts on the film, like I said, it was good. It could have been better, of course, but that's the problem with making films nowadays that have to do with a franchise, like whether it be a reboot or a sequel. You have to be able to show how much it stands on its own, and how much it relates to the source material. In this case, the Alien, the first Alien, and the franchise as a whole. And that is the thing. We can't judge it or its predecessor, Prometheus, wholly until the whole of this story is bridged and we know the whole story, because then we can give our total thoughts. I personally liked Prometheus, and I understood what was happening in it the whole time, but I guess some people just didn't get it. But regardless of that, I happen to have liked Alien Covenant as well, and I understood what was happening, and it was a nice mix between what we got from Prometheus and what we got from the original Alien. It was a little bit more Prometheus than Alien, but it kind of had to be, continuing the story to try and give us something to hold on to, and while at the same time answering these questions that we want answered. And that is probably the biggest problem with the movie, is just leaving us wanting more, or wanting to know more is the case. I don't know if you wanted more. I personally do. I liked it enough that I can't wait, and that is my biggest issue. The acting was good. The acting was impressive. The acting was impressive. Michael Fassbender did a great job again. He did a dual role this time as both David and Walter. Walter was very likable. I liked the accent. It was different enough. And as you pay attention, the hair is actually a different color too. David's is a little bit lighter, and of course he cuts it to show us an even greater difference, because apparently these synthetics can even grow their hair out long if they choose to. I don't know why that would be an option, but apparently it is. Regardless, I think the biggest, and then of course there are the human actors, the human characters. The biggest standouts are probably, obviously, Katherine Waterston as Daniels, and then of course there's Danny McBride as Tennessee, and he's probably the best one, the best of the human characters, even more so than Daniels. I liked her. She was good, and I felt sorry for her, and I think she did a good job. But personally, and she conveyed the right amount of character, but there was just something about Danny McBride's acting as Tennessee, and I think that's probably, I heard that he's been praised for his acting in this, and I can understand why. He did a decent job, and I liked them both, and I'm not sure, of course, they were the two people who survived, so it kind of makes sense that they would have the biggest impact on me watching this film. But I'm not entirely sure if they survived or not. It was a little bit vague at the end of the film. I think they survived. I thought they died at first, but looking back on it, I think they survived. I think David has plans for them. I don't know what it is exactly. He's probably going to continue his experiments. Overall, I think the plot was, like, decent. The biggest issue, again, is, like, trying to stand out while at the same time continuing an ongoing story that's meant to bridge an already existing series of films. And because of that, this movie is gonna, it's not gonna be, like, the greatest thing ever, but it can be good, and I thought it was good. It wasn't great. And it told us what it wanted to. It was scary in parts for certain people, of course. It didn't scare me personally, but it did get my heart racing, and I enjoyed it. And it had enough intrigue, like Prometheus, but it also had those elements of the original Alien franchise that really, like, gave it that, that clear, defining, kind of thing that shows us this is the same universe, and, give us enough time, and you know what, we're gonna see Ripley again. Well, not necessarily in this part of the franchise, although if they ever do go forward with that Alien 5, and I hope they do. But regardless, outside of that, I personally love seeing a xenomorph, or at least whatever this thing is, if this is a true xenomorph, I don't know. But I love seeing it with modern effects, because I think there was definitely practical. We know that there was practical effects, but at the same time, combine that with modern CGI, and it looked really good, and I love this. And I'm genuinely looking forward to the next movie, which is apparently Alien Awakening. And I'm not sure if that's going to be the final one that's going to finally bridge the gap, or if there's going to be a fourth one, or who knows. But I enjoy it, and I think this was a good movie, and I think you should go watch it. I think it's worth seeing if you are a fan of this franchise, if you enjoyed Prometheus and you want to see how this story continues, or if you just want to go see a decent movie, just go out and see this. It's a good movie. It's worth seeing. That's my recommendation. I'd say if I were to give it a ranking, from 0 to 12, I'd give it a 9. A 9. Regardless, those are my thoughts. Go see it. It was a good movie. I hope you all enjoyed this. And if there are any comments, please be nice to each other if there are any, because there's no reason to get nasty down there. And please do leave a comment. I would love to hear your thoughts. I'm going to try and do something like this more often. I'm going to try and do new things. I want to make more videos, and your input as a viewer, it means a lot to me. I'm making these videos for you guys, so please tell me your thoughts in the comments if you so choose. And hope you have a good day. Hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!